DJs. So like, just so y'all know, I'm gonna have y'all come up here and mix with me too. That's the orientation anime DJs. Note I'm using a DDJ SX2 controller as well as my Mac laptop. I mix everything from hip hop to trap to reggaeton, Latino, even taking samples and flipping them. That's just me personally. I have a bunch of anime samples I scratch with. Again, I'm going to go back over this real quick. I'm Jay Parker out of Eliments. I'm out of Houston, Texas. So generally, if you ever go to Houston for a convention and you see anime DJs or specifically the yoga, that's me hosting it. My orientation is hip hop is the yoga. Does that make sense to y'all? So with the anime DJ thing, it's like, what are you listening to? You get me on that? As an audio engineer or a musician or anything like that, you're always messing with what you're listening to because those frequencies are going to affect people in different ways. So, do y'all have any orientations towards like music you use? Do you have any preferences? No?
Like how I set my workflow?
Nah, not how you set your workflow, just whatever music is used.
Oh,
I have a whole bunch of music on my laptop.
Primarily for me, I do hard dance and trance. I'm more into like electronic, like rave stuff. So.
All right, so I don't have hard dance too much. I'm not too much of a hard style fan, but I do have like house. I have some heavy house.
That's fine. And even then, like I kind of started getting into reggaeton because I've started watching La Reina del Flow, and I started listening to how the beats are for reggaeton. I'm like, okay, I need to learn to, like, this was like last week, and I was like, I need to learn to key in on that. So that, and I'm also Colombian, and I just started tuning into my roots.
I got you. I like mixing a lot of Afrobeat personally. Like, you know, I'm black, I'm American black, but Afrobeat, even found in Colombian music, reggaeton, trap, cumbia, bachata, merengue, all that. So it's just using the different elements. I'm gonna just play something real quick to see how my sound levels are. So I haven't checked them since I've been here. I'm getting a short in here in this room. Alright, there we go. By the way, I do have headphones, so just give me a second. Let me check my levels.
Whiskey, do you want mama? Make it animals to tingle.
This kind thing I never see, yo. My pressure, they high got me down, My girl, hold on to me, yo. Never ever leave me for crash,
So, I'm gonna let y'all know where my music pools come from. If not BPM Supreme or I think it's DJ City Pool. I pull from stuff from like Beast Coast. Beast Coast is a more recent one, Selection, if y'all know who they are. Alright, if y'all familiar with Selection? No? Alright, so like I said, I spend a lot of hip hop and stuff like that. And within Selection, they have a different style of hip hop. They have that future hip hop sound. Future hip hop sound would be like if you heard from Justin Timberlake's Future Sex and Love sounds like that. Where anything where Timberlake has been producing in the past 10 years, that's a future hip hop sound. You get me on that? So I'm gonna play y'all some of it real quick.
Never what you do, I want you say my love is single, no be cool, yeah. But I know the mouth, from my boy you be cool, yeah. Bonnie and Clyde, that's how I feel when I'm rolling with you. Number one, the African shooter. Number one, the African shooter. Number one, the African shooter.
Like I said, I got some power issues going down back here. I don't know what just happened right there. The sound's still going.
Number one, the African shooter. 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 Number one.
sound. So, again, sorry for the slight delay. I'm gonna actually have y'all get up and come and mix with me. Y'all get me on that? And by doing that gets y'all more of orientation with DJing. Can y'all hear me? No? You can't hear me? Alright, got you. So that's gonna give y'all more orientation with DJing. It's this random power supply under me. Alright. Excuse me for the technical difficulties.
You're good, brother.
Alright, so let me repatch this straight into the wall. Now I'm gonna ask y'all to be cautious walking through here. I'm gonna put this under a chair. It's right here. So for it, we can try to avoid it as much as possible. That power supply does me no good. So, again, I'm back in power. Everything should run good. Run smooth now. Right now, I have a loop set on this song. So, hey, y'all want to be brave and do the simple thing of coming up here, y'all can.
Right now?
Yeah. And this is open for everyone. Just so y'all know, as a DJ, I personally use Serato. Come around this side real quick. Yeah. I personally use Serato. Virtual DJ, Serato, Newmark's controller or setting, they all pretty much look the same. When I say look the same, Virtual DJ was the base. Are y'all familiar with Virtual DJ? So Virtual DJ was the first kind of like computer interface DJing that had like platters on it. Serato just had a recent update to where if you download Serato Intro, you can have virtual platters. So right now, as I use my controller, I have Serato open right here. And then it gives me full access. If I have my subscription renewed right now, then I have the same access without my controller, which means I can do just like on Virtual DJ. You follow me on that? Does that make sense? Alright. But I'm using a controller. And then within using this controller, just like I said, if you ever mix music in your car, going with the high, mid, lows, I can mix. So over here I have 3 knobs, you know. I have a high, a mid, a low. But I'm playing on this track right here. I'm gonna drop this track on the other side and let it catch up. So right now, this track is on this one right here, platter 1. You see the 1, you see the 3, see the 2, see the 4, see the 1, see the 3, see the 2, see the 2, see the 4. So it correlates directly with how your controller works. Every controller is made uniquely different, but when you plug it into Serato, depending on if it's Serato Direct controller, it's a Pioneer brand, so it's directly connected to Serato, or if it's like a different brand, it'll let you know the compatibility. So my controller is exactly compatible with Serato. Y'all get me on that? I can use this with Virtual DJ, I can use this with Newmark, but as long as it has compatibility for the software and hardware alignments. hardware requires a software on the computer interface to use, unless I was using a record box or something like that, which can use USBs. You follow me on that? Make sense? Alright, so what I want you to do first is hit play right here. Do you hear anything or not?
No.
Alright, so on here I have some faders. I have one fader pushed up. The fader you just hit play for, I want you to push it up. Which one did you hit play for? Fader, which are these knobs right here.
So that was on one, right?
Yeah.
So this one, right?
Yeah, push it up. Now, what would you do with this one right here?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit. I don't have no problem with it. So, we're in that build-up part before that drop comes in now. So, there's an auto loop button, as well as some other loops that you have to manually hold. These are cues. I'm going to erase these all right here. So the drop just came in. What I want you to do is hit the cue button. Any of them. Yeah, that works. Now hit that cue button again. Hit it, hold it, and push play. So if you look at the platter or the screen, what you did was to start the song all the way over from the first cue that's in there, which is the beginning of the song. Okay, you get me on that?
Mm-hmm.
So as you hit this other cue right here, which you set that cue, you programmed it, hit it real quick. What did it do?
Looks like it's going back to.
It goes back, but it does a specific thing. It takes you back to where that cue has been placed.
Okay.
You get me on that?
Yeah.
So wait for the drop to come in that. I can speed. Y'all mind if I fast forward to the song real quick? I'm gonna use my needle drop right here, which is another way of like cueing a specific part of the song to get back to the drop. So I'm gonna push drop right here. I'm gonna put a cue under your cue where it has a drop. So it's gonna drop again. When I say drop in this case, there's no sound. You get me on that? So that's really where the drop is, not just where the beat drops. When you hear where the beat drops, what is that? A beat drop. Simple as that. So I missed that one a little bit, so let's go back. It's a little bit off. All I'm doing is going through and resetting my cue. So I'm gonna pick that portion. I'm gonna put it right next to the cue you did. What I'm gonna do now is hit shift and the button I pushed where it was off, and it's gonna delete it.
Okay.
Normally, if I want to use my controller, computer,
You
I can
can.
go. Yeah, I can go
Okay.
in. If I want to say X here, it deletes it right there. Y'all hear that? So I have a cue right there. And I'm just restarting it right there. So now it's gonna continue to play. I want you to hit that first cue and then hit the second one. Now, alternate between there. Do you know any kind of music theory or music patterning?
Not really, no.
Not really?
Not as far as not BPM wise stuff, no.
So don't worry about the BPM exactly. Just count with me real quick. When I say count, it's just like simple music. He's over there counting on his hand. That's super cool. Because you already said you DJ, you audio engineer. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, but pick a beat that you hear and count with. So if we use that same kick or that drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm using 4 just because it's easy. You can go all the way to 8 or 16, however you want. Now if I set another loop right here, I want you to hit the loop button right here. Auto loop. You might did it smoothly. Does that sound smooth to y'all right there? That sound like a smooth, cohesive loop? Alright. Why kind of? Alright. So since it sounds alright, I want you to hit half right here. What I have him doing right now is just going through half the loop. Hit half again. You see what you're doing?
Yeah.
You're shortening the loop. Now in regards to shortening the loop right there, all I did was recreate the loop by using my roll. So a roll and a loop are the same thing. Because the roll you hold. Now when I hit the roll button, If anyone else wants to come up here, I completely can. It's open. Yeah. No, you don't have to leave. Like, so you can actually see and everything.
Yeah.
So when I hit roll, I'm at 1/8, correct? Which is 1/8 of a bar or a measure.
How were you seeing the 1/8 that?
Oh, it's on the screen right here.
It.
It's on the
Oh,
screen.
down here. Okay.
I would say come on this side. I'll push my computer back a little bit. So it's at 1/8 of a bar. And then when I go to the next one, it goes up by double.
Right. So I'm looking at this right here.
So I'm just holding a loop.
Ah, so it's
Right
like,
now it's at 1/4 of a bar. That's at half a bar when you hear the kick. I mean, not the kick, the snare kicks in. That's half a bar kicking in, so let's hold it. Now let's go to 1 bar. That's 1 bar at 75 BPM. So I go there. This is 2 bars.
Okay.
You follow me on that? 4 bars.
Where is it taking this, the loop that you're rolling through right now, I guess? That's how you say it.
Yes.
Going from auto loop right
No, I can literally hit that and not have to worry about anything.
now? Or is it just going from right where you press it, it's just going that much?
Right where I'm pressing.
Right where you're at?
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is the roll at this point. This is for if you want to mix in different patterns.
Okay.
So since I have this other song, I mean the same song still up, so let's take out some of these lows, turn this one up. Let's go to the next one. They're not completely on sync, but they are on sync. So I took out the lows, take out some of the mids. I'm gonna pause this one. I transition back to the same song, just on the other side.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn it back up. I'm gonna set a loop in there. Then I'm gonna run it back. Set that loop right here. You see where that little hash mark is at?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that hash mark on purpose. And the reason why I'm gonna go to that hash mark is so that that's the top of the loop.
that's where like the loop will start then.
Yeah. Hold up, hold up, hold up. My controller is resetting because the power supply, I may have stepped on it. Yeah. So give me 1 second, it's connected. Not yet. It's reconnecting. Alright, there we go. So, right now, I have that loop on there, correct? So you see that hash mark that's before the line? I'm going to sync the line on top of it. The reason I'm syncing the line on top of it is so that it marks that loop. You get me?
Yeah.
So I'm going to set the loop, play it. You technically can hear it because the other sounds in this part, you can't. So I'm going to turn down my lows again. We're starting to hear it come in.
Yeah.
Turn down my high specifically. I'm gonna stretch this loop out by doubling it. We were using half at first, now we're gonna use double. Then I'm gonna turn this mid down. So do you hear that? Same song, just different part. Y'all follow me on that?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All I did was the EQ transition right now. And by doing the EQ transition, if you have the songs the same BPM and they syncopate properly, then you can just blend them in. So I'm gonna release that. This song's about to end. Let me find something more housey. Are y'all familiar with Common?
Yeah, I know Common.
Alright. So I have a track by him that sampled with his artist named Zakoma. And it's his Fly Love track. Pretty super housey. I don't have anything auto set, so it's gonna just like drop. Alright. And then whatever DAW you use, it's always gonna have some type of search bar for you to search for music. I'm searching through the library I have. All I did was just a simple baby scratch right there. And all the baby scratch is you just pick which portion of the sound you want, you scratch with it. Every sound has a different scratch. How many of y'all were good at pre-cal?
Pre-cal?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
You were?
Yeah.
You weren't?
I went through calculus and trigonometry and.
Alright, so we're gonna work with trigonometry. You know trigonometry is shapes, right?
Yeah.
The sound
Triangles.
of
It's sine, cosine, and tangent.
but do they correlate with shapes or not?
Yeah.
All right. What do I have shapes with what I'm doing right now?
You have waveforms, which are a shape.
I think I'm kind of seeing it like as far as like I'm looking at like automation lines almost, but it's you don't draw the lines. You're kind of you're sculpting them.
All right. So does anyone in here know how sound travels?
Sound waves.
Like the
Vibrations in the
vibrations
air.
and stuff. Yeah.
But what kind of wave is it specifically?
I should know this.
Sine,
What's it?
squares,
Sine.
triangles.
What did you say?
I said sine.
Sine is the correct answer. So if I have a sine wave as my sound wave, then something has to be a correlating a correlating cosine. What would be my correlating cosine?
Throw some big ass
So that'd be
words.
just like half a period shifted or something?
Say again?
Half a period shifted?
No.
Square wave?
No. A square wave is a wave, which could be still technically the same frequency as your sine wave. So my correlating cosine, because you have sine, cosine, and tangent, right? Mm-hmm. And if I tell you that when you hear a scratch from a DJ, you're hearing the tangent, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm taking a point
Oh, yeah.
of the sound and another point, which the point is located on the platter. So my platter has to be some type of agreement in regards to my tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Then if my sound wave is moving in a sine, then what must my platter be?
Oh,
It's going to be cosine then.
Yeah.
Exactly. So as I travel through here, I'm moving through the distance. You get me?
Mhm.
Y over X, right?
Yeah.
So I'm traveling through X. So you're hearing that point of Y that correlates with X, right? But if I keep that point of Y that's correlated with X in a certain area, so we hear that? You're hearing my tangent now, right? But my tangent is only between two portions of where my sound is traveling. So when I move back with it and move forward with it, you hear that immediate scratch. That's for every sound. A guitar has a different scratch than a kick drum. That's how every kick drum sounds when it's scratched. Every kick drum sounds like that. So when you hear a DJ go wiki wiki wiki, that's generally the kick drum, because that's the one. You follow me on that? Mm-hmm. When you scratch with different sounds, you get different outputs.
So if you
So,
want,
yeah.
so you want that sound, you always use your kick drum then.
Generally, yes, because you want to transition on your kicks, and because that's your one generally. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, boom.
Okay.
Now I have this on both sides. And turn these back up. So if I kick here, go up. Now I'm on the same line. Now let's say I play it on this one. I stepped on my power supply again. I'm sorry, guys. Damn it, I stepped on my power supply. It's just janky right now. there was a baby scratch and the backspin. I'm gonna step around this way.
Thank you. I'm
Plug
all good.
the supply again.
Yeah, it's gonna take. No, it's not even this supply. It's the power supply for the board. It's gonna reset. Then reset back on. All right, so I'm gonna leave these turned up. This is on B. So 2 and 4 are on B. 1 and 3 are on A. Necessary 3 is not on A. Now it is. 4 is on B. So what I want one of y'all to do is go up to it and push any other buttons, any of the cue points on 1 and see where it starts. Because those same cue points are correlated with 2 right now. As you can see, is the pattern exactly the same?
What do you mean? Like,
Hold on, give it a second.
they were the same. Yeah.
Okay.
This is power supply straight. Yeah. Part of the inner power supply. This is not the power supply that came with my board. This is one I got at this spot called EPO in Houston. Just because I don't even know what happened to the original one. I just got a replacement. So, alright, so hit either of the keys. Alright. See here where it starts? You see what's better on? So take your finger off of that. What happened?
Stop.
Yeah. So you weren't playing the song, you just cued it at that point. So it's going to continue to play. Now, hit one of those cues and hit the play button. Doesn't matter which cue.
Where's the play button? Oh, this one over
Yeah.
there?
That's it, you know? Alright. So you hear that? Yeah. Hit that same cue again. Now, which is about halfway through, your fader, your crossfader,
Yeah.
fader knobs, volume faders, EQs, gain. Anyone know what gain is?
How much you're letting through. They say it's volume, but it's really how much signal you're letting through.
Yeah. Signal correlates with electricity also. How much electricity is related? So gain.
Does that
EQ.
essentially equal volume?
It can, but it equals more so power. And the reason it equals power is because if your gain is too high, you'll blow the speaker. You'll never blow a speaker if your volume is too high.
So it's
You know
power
that?
that would blow it.
Say again?
It's too much power that couldn't enter.
Yeah, because your volume is a correlation of power. If you have a low amount of gain, then your volume turns all the way up on both the speaker and the board. And that board, because I'm telling you that board right there, and your speaker won't blow out. Because the speaker has a certain capacity. The thing that blows it out is the amount of electricity that's going through it. Can you get me on that? Does that make sense? Yeah. Alright. I took some audio engineering courses. I'm a physics major. That's why I go at it from this perspective. Counting, easy. The rest of it is understanding the frequency. Alright, so what I want you to do is hit auto loop on there. Auto loop is right here. Hit that. Go back half. Yeah. Go back half. Half again. Half again. As much as you can. Now go forward as much as you can. So as you go forward, you know, you extend your loop. As you go back, you cut your loop. Transitioning points. Do you want to use that sound? Do you not want to use that sound? Same as I was talking about with the sine, cosine stuff. You can use that as a point to catch what you want to scratch with or not. So on this side, I want you to hit a button over here. And then hit that same button over here. But did you hear anything yet?
No, it's not.
Move your crossfader as you hit it. Simultaneously. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's different. This sounds louder than that, right? Yeah. Your gain is a little bit higher. No, now that one. Yeah. So no matter if I had this controller or not, the gain would still be on there. Walk me over here.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's cool. This is a mixer.
Okay.
That's a mixer. We have studs on it. Controller. We're not gonna touch this mixer. We have my mixer. So look at this mixer. High, or high, mid, low, gain. High, mid, low, gain. Or and then this is pan left and right. High, mid, low, gain. Pan left and right. It can be, but you also have another gain stage down here. So your aux is one gain stage. I think this may have an aux on here. and maybe one of the inserts, that'd be the gain stage for that. I'm going straight to the XLRs. Yeah, that'd be the gain stage for that. The gain stage I'm using right now specifically is this one right here. Yeah, so sorry for that misconception. Obviously the gain stage for him using the you me on that? I'm not saying that the gain of the board doesn't correlate with it, but it correlates directly with it. There are DJs who will mix up with something like this, they'll do the same thing as someone up there, they just don't scratch. Or they'll plug in the vinyl into here and scratch off that. Because the mixers are mixers are mixers. You know that?
Yeah.
No matter the difference.
Yeah, so what is the difference? Because that just is able to go through scratch and rolls and stuff like that. Is that the one that this thing can't do?
Yes. Because that has a program on it for that. I also have effects and everything that are programmed through Serato for that.
So that's more like an automatic way to do it? Or is it
In a sense, yeah. But those are things that you can get from, like, let's say if you have a guitar over there, if you have a guitar pedal with a looper on it, same thing. As a roll. This is straight loop. You know that? So we go back over here to my shit. I just wanted to take a little field trip over here to show you, like, it's the same thing. So we're back over here. As we're over here, like I hit the power supply. Ready to play again. I hit the power supply. My foot's on it. Oh no! All right, when it goes back to this, are you drunk, sir? Are you drunk? Why aren't you drunk? Are you not? Are you not 21?
Andrew just turned.
That's a bad reason for not be drunk. Anyone here not 21?
What day is today?
Cool, that's dope. I've never had a panel with anyone, but that was 21, just like strictly in here. I have no clue my panel was supposed to
Today's
end.
the 28th. I
Say
turned 21 4 days ago. Or 24.
I could go play.
I'll play some Mac Miller for you.
Play some.
I like Mac Miller. He was dope.
R.I.P.
Exactly.
R.I.P. Mac. R.I.P. Pete. R.I.P. X. R.I.P. Juice.
He said Pete.
Yep.
Pete who?
Lil Pete.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
Oh, I didn't listen to those last three like that. like that. But I listened to Mac Miller.
Not finished though.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so I'm using a little hip hop song right here. It's gonna be a Mac Miller song.
Yeah.
Just because it's his birthday, it's gonna be lame. Oh man, I don't think I have it in here. I should have had it in here. Alright, I don't have it in here. I need to go to my Faces mixtape. I mean, I have Faces in here. Now, cool things, cool stories. I had a chance to go like volunteer for Mac Miller at Felt Fest down here. I decided not to. I'm sad. So I could have been like, "Yo, Mac, I'm back here breakdancing for you." So I breakdance also. That's my orientation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dance also?
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking for a song by Mac Miller, so just give me a moment. If I don't have it in here, I don't have it. Oh, I do have it in here. Cool. Found the mixtape.
Go Greg. DJ Greg.
Who's Greg?
That's me.
Oh yeah, Greg. Rotate with the guys to my left hand side. Yeah, that was a serious statement, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
Bayonetta main.
Yeah, Doris a true DJ.
Extraordinaire.
So I found my song. It's a generic ass song, but we're gonna use it. And my board isn't on here right now. Come on, board. Connect. I unplugged you, so now connect. We're gonna connect. So, I connected the song. The song has no cues on it right now, besides its original cue, which is always the start of the song.
Okay.
We're not gonna worry about that. The reason I have y'all use the hot cues, so y'all can pick which part of the song you want to mix with. And the reason I start off by asking, hey, have you ever mixed on a radio or stuff like that? So you can understand mixing music is mixing music regardless. Some DJs don't scratch at all. You probably didn't scratch.
Not mine.
Yeah. So some DJs don't scratch at all, which is perfectly fine because turntablism is a different element of DJing. And it comes from hip hop. Now, do rave DJs and EDM DJs use turntablism? Yes, but in a different way. That's where the loops and everything else come in now. Because before you had the automated version of doing loops, all you had to do was listen to the song and rotate it back so many backspins, which that's a backspin. You don't have a front spin, but you have a backspin.
Yeah.
And then by doing those backspins, you get to pick what part of the song you're on. So I'm gonna hit that cue. I see it lights up on both sides, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the middle. Yeah, because it's the same song.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just hit play simultaneously.
Yeah.
One's behind the other. So let's see if you can hear it.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Okay. There's a birthday party happening upstairs, and it's all for me. Who the fuck cares? They don't notice if I never go and show my face. They just looking for a reason they can celebrate.
I just restarted them at the same point, so my pads are moving together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna transition by my volume faders.
Okay. There's a birthday party happening upstairs, and it's all for me. Who the fuck cares? They don't notice if I never go and show my face. They just looking for a reason they can celebrate. I hate to waste the vanilla cake that they made for me. I'll tell the same stories, they pretend they never heard them. I'll stay down here inside the studio, doing blow and paraphrasing the crucible. If you fucking with the God, that's funeral killing. Blues funeral killing. Blues crucible. Blues funeral, paraphrasing the 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 crucible. Doing blow and paraphrasing the crucible. If you fucking with the God, that's funeral killing. Blues your soul, I'm with you longer than your funeral. If you fucking with the God, that's funeral killing. Blues your soul, I'm with you longer than your funeral killing. Blues your soul, I'm with you longer than funeral.
Hit the auto loop.
I'm a real drug addict, homie. You should know. Somebody please tell Jimmy to put the pistol down. You serious? Tell Jimmy to put the pistol down. You serious? Tell Jimmy to put the pistol down. You serious? Tell Jimmy to put the pistol down.
Down, even on upbeat, a downbeat, or offbeat, whatever. There's never an offbeat between the same song. But an offbeat would be like, let's all clap together real quick. Let's do a round of applause. So we have an offbeat in there, right? Yeah. So let's all clap together. Alright. Now what I want y'all to do is clap 3, I'll do the 4th. So do a 3 clap and I'll do the 4th. That's a syncopation right there, correct?
Yeah.
Now what I want you to do is do 2 space 4. Yeah. You're creating syncopation yourself, correct? Simple. If I did a double in between there, so do 2 space 4 or 2 drop 4 real quick again. You get me?
Yeah.
Hey, simple things. And that could be a loop that I set just at a half marker. Or a part of the song I set at double time. You get me on that? Double time versus 86 BPM is like 172. So 172 BPM would be double this BPM to be used. And you can transition songs like that. As an EDM DJ or a house DJ or a hard dance, you know you're always switching between, oh, I want to have this song come in slow and slowly build it back up behind this other beat. Maybe I have a drop or melodic portion going and they'll hear that transition of the drums coming in. So like doing things like that, it's still mixing. It's just not always having to use the... And how do I know I was going to make that sound? I didn't, but there's a kick right there. So... Alright, so...
He's serious this time, he's gonna kill me now.
So you hear it with a kick and stuff in it?
For now, everybody gather around this happy.
Is that a kick?
No, I don't think so.
Birthday, it's a birthday party. Yeah.
So, what I want y'all to do,
Yeah.
hit the cue on both of them and make sure that one's same.
There's a birthday party happening upstairs, and it's all for me. What the fuck cares? They don't notice if I never go to school. Lose your soul, I'm with you longer than your student loans. Who got the ecstasy pills? I need them. Lose your soul, I'm with you longer than your student loans.
To the left or right, whichever side you can see, rotate it back 4 times. Back.
I'm a real drug addict, homie.
4 times. Alright, now let's drop.
I need a funeral.
So, I told you that backwards. That's my fault. Hit the cue on the same time again. You know what I mean? Alright, now, rotate this one back. Close it on that side. So now you're going to hit it, rotate back 4 times. Now, yeah, switch it over. Rotate that one back 4 times. Maybe an extra half. Extra half. No, extra half. Start it. Heard that? It's almost on the same part. I told you an extra half. I should have you a whole extra one. The reason for that is just because as you rotate the batter back, as long as it's the same BPM, one rotation is 1 bar. Generally. 4 rotations is 4 bars. So I'm saying go back 4 bars, so you at least have enough time to be like, alright, I'm here. I know it's about to count. Just kicks in and start. I have 4 bars. Boom. 4 bars. Boom. 4 bars. Boom. That's the only thing we have hardware to use it with. If you're using like virtual DJ or just Serato platform itself, you can do it the same way. But that's also where the cue button is coming in. So if I had y'all do, if I had you put 6 on my controller, I mean on my keyboard, hit 6. Alright. See that? Where did it reset it to? Hit 6 again. Tap it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we didn't have a controller, the computer correlates it with the number pad also. Get me on that?
Okay.
But it's only 4 of the cues. No, that's the only thing. Yeah.
It's like hitting like that button.
But also, if you just had a mouse and you want to click on the cue, you can do that too. Same thing. With Serato, Virtual DJ, and all of them, they're very easy to use. It has a control, well, it has a option button. In the corner, should be like a question mark or something like that. You see a little wheel, setting wheel. So next to that should be like a question mark.
Oh, it's help. It says help.
Yeah, help. So we hit help. That'll tell you the automated buttons for everything.
Oh, because like shit tooltip.
Yeah. Because like I said, I'm just thinking computer is so much more. It's so much more easier on the technical side. And then outside of that, it's just about where do you want to use your cues or your transitions, things like that. Like I said, if I want to use just a straight EQ transition. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations. That's me. That was me.
I don't think I wrote that.
That was me. I'm sorry, guys. Lesser. All right. Did any of this make sense to y'all? Was it cohesive?
I learned something.
All right. The thing is, the rest of it is just you being brave enough to get a program and just do it yourself. All I'm doing is just bring my gear so y'all can at least be like, oh, I put my hands on something now. I understand how it physically looks and physically works. If I would have brought my vinyl, that'd be a whole different thing. So I wouldn't have these nice little glowing buttons.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, you look at the backspin back, mess with the EQ, stuff like that. It's a little bit more difficult, but when I learned a controller, then I transitioned to vinyl because I just like vinyl DJing. The scratch sounds different on digital and vinyl, just so you know. Even if it's a DVS, which DVS stands for Digital Vinyl System, so that's a control vinyl. If you have a vinyl that has either Serato, Newmark, Virtual DJ, whatever program you're using on it. And that's just so that vinyl is now a mouse for the song. You get me on that?
Yeah.
Whenever I was learning how to DJ, someone told me that the vinyl or the platter is like a mouse for the track. Touch it, whatever part you're on.
Okay.
But it's also what this needle drop is on this controller.
I was thinking like at any point in the song with that.
Exactly, yeah. But then that's why you set your cues too. So you know which point of the song you want to go to.
So like you mark it and go there.
Yeah. And that's where the headphones and stuff come in. I didn't go through the cue options with y'all.
Yeah.
If I was using cueing, that'd just be the thing straight into the headphones. If you have it turned up, then they'll hear it. If you don't have it turned up, then you just hear it by yourself. Master cue is you hearing everything that's playing on every track. As long as it's turned up on the fader. You get me on that?
Yeah.
If the volume fader, which is here, not turned up, then you won't hear it no matter how much gain you have in it. Again, if you have your gain too high, you can blow a speaker. If your gain too low, you will never blow a speaker. If your volume is on the speaker on max, you have your gain as low as possible and your volume up, your volume maxed out, you still won't blow that speaker. Because you're not seeing a lot of signal.
There's no power.
No, it's not that there's no power. There's no pressure going into it. Because this is an amplifier. If this amplifier is at max, and that amplifier is at its max, that speaker is going to blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
You get me on that?
Yeah. So you normally set your cues through your headphones because whenever you mess with any of these buttons, it alters the track on the spot, right?
Yeah. Now, that's if you want to be like that about it. You can set your cues in front of people and just show them how skilled you are. Like, all right, yeah, I know that song, stuff like that. Whenever I'm DJing, it depends on if I'm doing a party or a wedding. If I'm doing a party and I don't have headphones, I'm gonna do my shit without no headphones. You know what I mean? Let's say I don't have it, I'm gonna do it without that. Because I know where my song's gonna start at, I can see it, and I know how to transition in between there. I didn't go through BPMs too much with y'all right now, but if I went through BPMs, you see that thing moving right there?
Yeah.
Let's say plus 50 or minus 50 on the platter on the screen.
Oh, so that affects the BPMs then?
Let's say plus 50 or minus 50 or not.
Huh, okay.
This is +8, right?
Plus 8? Alright, cool. So I usually have myself at plus 50, minus 50,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
100% control. And that's so if I have a song that's at like 40 BPM, I can actually just beat match it. Sometimes it fits in there perfectly. Beat wise.
So you can only go up and down 50? Is that
Maximum on here.
is that limited by the software, or is that
No, that's limited by the controller.
the controller?
Yeah, if I have let's say if I have Vestax vinyls, and I have Renew vinyls.
Okay.
If I have Vestax vinyls, they have 100% tempo control, which is BPM. So like I can literally go 100%
As much as you
regardless.
want, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I use a record box, and I don't use record box too much. Are you familiar with record box or not?
Yeah, that's what I use most.
Do you use a record box like XXJ or XDJ?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Record box XDJ?
Oh, the standalone controller.
Yeah.
I have these in the past, so I've got my own CDJs, and whenever I go to parties and they have the XDJs.
If he's using CDJs, he has 100%, maybe even 200%
I
pitch
think,
control.
Yeah, like I forgot how, but the wide is a wide range, so
Yeah.
I usually stick plus or minus 10, but but I can't go as wide as I can. So
How many are? Oh, no, I got you. Sorry about that. What did you say?
it'd be like if I'm mixing hardcore and I want to get to trance like right away, then I would have then pretty much I would have to use wide because I have to come down from like 175 down to 138 or
Yeah.
something. So I have to use that wide.
See, and then what I would do right there, I would drop that 138 to half to 175, and the reason for that is just so it matches in a pocket.
Yeah, and that can work, and that can work too. So I just have to come back up once afterwards.
Yeah, and then either match it at the original or leave it at that half. But that's just what I do. Something like I was gonna go through the idea of chopping screw with y'all. So DJ Screw, are you familiar with that name?
Yeah.
All right. So what DJ Screw did was he dropped his music down first 16%. You get me on that? Then he took a 45 and paid it on a 33 setting. All right, correction. 33 and paid. Well, no, he took a 45 and paid it on a 33 setting. Which means automatically take a 45 and put it on 33 setting, which is in regards to vinyls. That's a 20% speed drop, or tempo drop. So if you're dropping it down by 16% initially, and that's based off of this, either it's 16% or it's 8%. You get me on that? Yeah. That's either between 28% and 36% of a tempo drop. So literally almost 1/3 of the song's original speed. Follow me on that? So that's what DJ Screw was doing. But the thing is, at that time, they were still able to record stuff and flip it. So he was able to take a record that he had already pressed with maybe some vocals on it that were slowed because he recorded them slow and then put them onto the vinyl and played them back slow and then play that beat over it and match it by either syncopation or the same BPM by half or double. You get me on that?
Yeah.
That's how you get that certain effect. Do I use the chopping screw stuff? Yeah, I do that all the time, just fun. But the rest of it is just like when and where. Am I gonna do that at a rave at an anime convention? Yes. That's just me. That's just me. I'll take dubstep and I'll chop and screw the hell out that shit. Because it sounds dope when you hear those wobbles slow down. Yeah, it sounds very mechanical still, but that's the whole point of fucking dubstep. Or if I'm using trance, and I have like future funk and stuff like that on my computer too, or French house, I have stuff like that. I don't necessarily go into that pocket all the time, but if I need to go into that pocket, I will. If I find me a hotel party in here, I'm about to fucking spin at that no way. Spin. I just do these panels so I can introduce people to DJing, or if there's other DJs and they know what's up, they feel like, oh, I want to just chill and see what he's talking about, see if he's talking about the right shit, wrong shit, maybe I can help him.
I'm very intrigued. Like this is you're presenting a different environment than I'm used to. And trust me, I'm learning. Like I'm very intrigued. So.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, like I do this so I can learn from people as well as just understand better. I've only been doing this panel for 5 years. I was DJing maybe like 3 years before that, and I started originally on CDJs, and I sucked on CDJs. I suck, don't see Joe. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. What's going on? Because the first time I did this was actually at Ikkicon, not at this hotel, at the other hotel they were at, the Crown.
Okay.
This is only my third year here, so.
Alright, so this is like back in 2011 or 2012. No, actually 2014, 15. I got accepted to have a table, and me and my friends set up some CDJs and a mixer at this table because we were allowed to spin. We weren't able to take donations and stuff like that. I was volunteering with the convention because that's sometimes what I do. And me and my homies were all spinning, and we're just like swapping our DJ sets. And we're all great dancers too, so it's like, if we're not spinning, we're right in front of the table, just getting down. And we have our head DJ, which is like doing Humphrey Electro, like I said, he's doing an event.
I know who he is. Yeah.
Oh, you actually know who he is?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know him personally, but like we got at each other on Facebook and.
What's your name, by the way?
Sefi Hakubi. I was the guest DJ for the Masquerade last year. So.
All right. So I'm gonna add you after this, and then I'm gonna hit him up like, yo, bro. Whenever I was in Ikkicon, DJ actually knew your name. So and that's just because like he's my home. Like, we're homies for real. We're in the same DJ.
Yeah, I'm familiar with some of the guys in Houston.
Are you familiar with doing Horizon?
I'm not sure. Like the other guys I know, Matt Dunn, Johnny Bunn.
I know Matt Dunn. Matt Dunn's a heavier set, blondish kind of dude, or dirty blonde.
Yeah, he's a big trance dude.
Yeah, he's in something dance.
Department of Dance.
Yeah, Department of Dance, sir. Cause I mean, like I said, I'm a b-boy, so like when I hear good turntablism, I automatically fall in love. When I hear great mixing, I fall more in love. So give me turntablism is dope, but not everyone can do turntablism. I can't perfectly do turntablism on all the stuff that I mix. I can do it with dubstep and hip hop blended, hip hop and hip hop and Daft Punk. I say Daft Punk specifically because they have some like good samples. Yeah. Well, not everything. I can do it with Racing Some Machines, Incubus, Arctic Monkeys, stuff like that because I'm familiar with that music. Now, if it was hard dance, stuff like that, you're gonna see me.
If you like Daft Punk, you'll also like some other Euro dance.
Justice,
ATC.
Roxy Pop.
What were you saying about hard dance?
No, if I mix hard dance, you're gonna see me straight EQ mixing.
Yeah, and that's what most of us do. Like, I mean, the only people I've seen that apply turntables to is Jimmy Cricket and Flapjack. And like Flapjack, he does turntables with his feet. Like that guy's crazy. So, but the only two I know, I do EQ and beat mixing. Sometimes I'll have to have three. I'll have 3 CDJs.
Real quick, do y'all know what time my panel is supposed to end?
1:30.
1:30? Like I had a whole like 2 hours.
Yeah, something long. Yeah, you had 2 hours.
Oh, I did not know if I had. I honestly didn't know if I know what time I had.
He usually does 2 hours when he does
when I do my classes. So yeah, I've done classes too, but more like I do more EQ and I use CDJs. So like
yeah,
it's a different thing.
So what's the difference between CDJs and
nothing? This is a CDJ.
Oh, just the left side.
The difference is you don't need the laptop.
Well,
With this,
yes and no.
No,
Wait,
you don't need a laptop
Yeah.
with the CDJ.
but you can.
You can, but it'll be connected to your mixer. So this is my mixer.
Yeah, and CDJs aren't mixers, though, are they?
No, they're not.
Yeah, so you need a whole other mixer.
It's 3 different pieces. You have your CD player, and then you have a standalone mixer.
So then let's walk back over here. This is a
You can go the
mixer.
other way.
This is the analog mixer.
Right.
You get me? Analog meaning I would need a rain SOP just to convert to use it. And then if I had if this had RCA inputs, I can plug in CDJs, vinyls, whatever into it. I can even plug in my gear into it. You get me on
Or
that?
if you look at the
Controller?
control,
You're good.
right? If you just look at the middle section is actually what the
The mixer.
mixer is.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I was
And
going
so
over
in
and
the
murder.
CDJs, you have a piece that's just this, and then you have the piece that's just this, and then you have the piece that's just
You can actually also add CDJs to a controller too. That's how I had it because
I have my DVS upgrade for that.
Yeah,
No, I wasn't trying to. I'm just letting you know.
Oh no! It's all
because
good.
equipment can get expensive.
Yeah.
Sometimes you start with what you can afford,
Yeah.
and then you add on pieces.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
And so
did
the
first. I
fact
bought
that the-
CDJs first, and then I bought my mixer last. That way, because I had to learn how to mix on CDJs. I mean, it's honestly, I'll say that I'll caveat with this. I think any DJ can DJ with whatever they can use, like whatever they feel comfortable with. I believe they can do whatever. I've DJed with controls for a long time.
I just use the controller to teach because it's a little bit more easier for the eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I use CDJs, then I would still have the same cueing.
It's also easier to carry.
Yeah. It is.
I chose not to bring my vinyls. Like I DJ at Cypher in Houston. You know what a Cypher is?
Yeah. No, actually no.
Alright, Cypher is generally a circle first. Now it can be dance or rapping.
Okay.
I DJ at rap cyphers. I participate in dance cyphers all the time. So like whenever I do my rap cypher, I bring out my vinyls so I can bring my scratch vinyls out on top of it, my scratch records, which are give me one moment. I'll show you an example of a scratch with a sample that I want to press on a scratch vinyl. But everything he's saying and she's saying is completely accurate. This is the mixer. Your CDJs, this is platters. Your platter can be CDJs or vinyls. If you use Serato, you can take the vinyl or CDJ directly into it if it has USB, and you can control the song still that way.
Yeah.
But I decided I like using mixers, even if I don't use the vinyls, because I can still EQ blend and stuff like that. Or I like using my vinyls and platters and controllers. I just don't scratch on the digital. Digital scratching sounds so weird to me.
Oh yeah, no, I gotcha. And I don't. I think when I was trying to get into scratching when I was using CDJs first, I was like, oh, like I didn't see a point. Well, yeah, but then the type of music I play, I don't feel like I need to scratch. So.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Blood Lad, Overwatch, Mortal Kombat. I'm throwing out sample preferences.
I like Overwatch. Either one. They're both winners.
What did you say?
Naruto or Overwatch.
Alright. Averoni Kenshin also, Yu Yu Hakusho, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna use Hanzo from Overwatch. So I'm gonna use 3 platters this time. He talked about using 3 vinyls, or no, 3
Three
CDJs.
CDJs, yeah.
So I'm gonna use 3 platters, 1, 3, and 2. 2 is gonna have my music playing on it, 1 and 3 are gonna have my samples. I'm gonna use some original music I made, if y'all cool with that.
Yeah, great.
So as a DJ, don't always forget the hip hop DJs or the producers. Original. Then you have producers. But hip hop DJs are the original producers. For hip hop, not for anything else.
If you already have your cue set up for your samples already,
Yeah.
is that like a setting that you just loaded up, or you can take that on? Do you do that?
Alright, so it's programmed in there.
Okay.
Whenever I use these samples, I was making these samples or cutting these samples ready. I had first put them into Logic to make them smoother, pick with parts, because it's Hanzo. And then I dropped it into Serato like that same day or whatever. I haven't touched these samples in a long time. Like you said, Overwatch is cool. I'm just saying, personally, I haven't touched these samples in a long time. I cut them for y'all. I did set the cues on there, so it's like,
you are only human. You are human. You are human. You are human. You are human.
so that's one way of using your scratch or your samples. When I use my fader differently, by the way my hand was moving, that's a crab. That affects how the sound's coming out because I'm cutting it off right here. You can't hear anything? You can hear.
Really good, like part of the scratch.
Yeah. And it gets like a little jungle. Alright. Let me get these Naruto samples loaded up because I use my Naruto samples a lot. I use Naruto on One Piece all day. Like all day, every day. I'll do actual live shows for people and drop a fucking Naruto sample just because.
Yeah.
I have a one Adventure Time sample that I do all the time too, and it's hey, you want to go on an adventure? And it's Jake saying no, or it's Ben saying no, and I love using that because people were like, oh, Adventure Time, no, and that's the actual sample. I didn't change anything about that. You said Naruto, so let me find my Naruto stuff real quick. I'm a big Madara fan, so I'm gonna use some of my Madara samples. That's just me personally. It's gonna do the same thing. RSX, I told you I use these a lot. Oh, I have to turn my gain up. Oh, turned it up, but I didn't check if I was on
Pious style, majestic pious style. Pious.
Those are the same.
Majestic.
All the same. So, that's my fire sound, you know?
Pious style, majestic destroyer flame.
That's my Madara sample.
You are human. You are
Same.
expect nothing with this.
So these are all in the beginning of the sample.
You are human. You
And I can use that one. I can use that one.
expect nothing.
Or just use that one.
You are
Alright, so I deleted the other ones when I held shift and touched it, but I moved them up before I deleted them.
you are human. Human.
So I have this song right here. I'm gonna set it to the middle so I don't have to worry about it. When I set it to the middle on this little knob, this little button right here, and just so it's on A empty, and I don't have to worry about playing it in or not. But this is only on A, so as soon as I hit this, I can hear it again.
You are only human.
Pious style.
Expect nothing. You are only human.
Pious style.
You are only human.
Pious style.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this better. This is playing on its own, so let me drop one on this one. Let's drop my daughter over there.
Human. Expect nothing.
Pious style. Pious style.
Alright, so that's on both sides. Now I have my scratches, or my sample screwed up. Specifically, I can set them with my sample way, which is right here, but I can't scratch with them at that point. I had to scratch with my sample. That's me personally. And he said he doesn't scratch too much. Next time we just scratch two scratch with, two mixed over with. Get me on that? Alright.
You are only human. Only human. You are only human. Nothing. You are You are nothing. You are nothing. Human. Nothing. Human.
Pious style. Majestic destroyer flame. Pious style. Pious.
Human.
Pious.
Human.
Majestic destroyer. Pious. Majestic.
Human.
Majestic.
Human.
Majestic.
I'm just filming right now.
the monkey killed Sharingan. Sharingan. He's already. He's already. He's already. He's already. He's already. He's already.
I appreciate y'all coming through still.
I didn't realize this was going to be so different when we kind of left. I thought this was going to be like a DJ party thing or something.
I think you about DJ at these anime DJ panels.
Yeah.
We had heard someone say something about a rage. We're like, oh, is that the
Maybe somewhere else. I'm gonna find some parties and be like, hey, here, like.
He's already activated the monkey. The monkey killed Sharingan.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that kind of shit up there.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Thanks for doing it.
Nah, no problem. I love doing this. At the end of the day, I want to be a physics professor, and guess what this is? Physics. Just a sound. They call it audio engineering, they call it live engineering, same shit.
You'll be teaching physics, you're like, oh, I'm boring. Like, then when they see this,
Exactly. Fucking right. Nah, dead ass. That's why I wanted to do it. Like I said, I'm a yoga instructor out of Houston. My yoga is hip hop. So outside of just like using the traditional elements and stuff like that of yoga, I just recorrelated back to realistic things for our generation.
Yeah.
Because we always apply this stuff, we see it in anime. I'm gonna go do this on Sunday if y'all have time. This is kind of early in the morning, don't worry about it. I got my happy adult juice right here. So like, yeah. My bad if I seem kind of like I'm stumbling over my words too. I have my happy adult juice. I've practiced doing this panel countless times. This is like probably I have a whole fucking resume of me doing these panels. This is on my fucking resume. Just because like, this is a part of what I'm doing as occupation.
Yeah.
except the power plug. Power plug's not on the resume.
Nah, that's not. That part's not. I'll let people know if I fuck up or not. And they'll know. They'll know. Like, you know, if you're doing a show and shit goes wrong, and people look at you and you look at them like, only have so much control.
I've been doing this for about 16 years, and I've come up every time I do something, it's like I have like I write down the lessons learned. It's like, okay, carry 2. Like, I'm up to the point of like carry 2 of every animal, like carry 2 of every.
I almost brought my power. Like, you know how you have your own strips and everything? I looked at it at my house. As I left my house, I was like, do I need to bring it?
Yeah, I know when I did one anime convention where like I trusted their sound people, and then their stuff blew up.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. Sometimes anime conventions hire other sound people, which is their job to know how to use their shit.
Yeah. No, these were amateurs. These were like they just brought in stuff. They didn't. And I told them, hey, we need to do a sound check.
It was actually the hotel sound people.
No, it was at the Our Lady of the Lake. It was,
Mizumi?
Mizumi. Yeah, it was 5, and I was like, hey, we need to do a sound check, and then we did, and then.
I want to make sure I get show on Facebook also.
That's it.
I want to make sure I get show on Facebook.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's like, you know, we played an hour in, like something goes out, and I'm like, the hell's going on? And apparently on their board they had this stuff like all the way up. So.
And again, that's game. You don't want to pump too much signal into someone's speaker.
And so a good rule of thumb is even if they don't have their gain up, you don't need to turn your gain
all the way up. Usually, like if I'm mixing on some good speakers, my gain's not even like past this. Like that may not seem like nothing, but that's a lot.
I usually leave it up to the sound people because how I have mine set up is like I usually have mine at like -3 or like at 0. Like if it touches orange, it's like 1 because I record my sets.
Yeah.
And, whatever.
It actually comes out nicer if you record your sets.
If I have headroom.
Yeah, this is a set I recorded at Anime Data at a random hotel party up there. But it's not the whole set. I just started recording halfway through, and I was like, how do I sound right now? And I just wasn't listening to it to observe it. I have to make sound, all that kind of stuff. So use that, I'll follow you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Like.
Yeah, I used to have a radio show, and then she used to mix on my radio show.
Say it again? It's all good. I actually say it again so I can hear it too.
My next final and it was when I performed at RoseCon.
I've been getting accepted for Ramstar and I haven't been there. Are y'all from up here or Austin or?
So we're from San Antonio. I actually am the assistant director for the rave at Ramstar. You said you try to reach out to us, or?
No, I have. I counseled it. I had anime DJs and yoga before there in like 2015 or 16.
Okay, that was before my time.
Yeah. I don't have the aim anymore either. But I counted it just because I didn't have, that's not I didn't have transportation. It was just not viable for me to go out there at that time. Normally I don't care. I love donating my time to conventions. Cause like this is where I learned how to become like super sociable with people. I'm a physics major. So like, you know, I have that little bit of like, a lot of bit of introvert like, oh, this person's stupid. Not saying everybody's stupid, but like.
I couldn't do the regular
What?
I had
like biology, chemistry, those were my thing. I had to go into physics because it was the only thing.
So remember this. All right. So physics is the study of stuff moving, right?
Yeah.
Chemistry is the study of that stuff beginning to stick together. Biology is the study of that stuff beginning to react and adapt upon itself. You get me on that? React and adapt upon itself. Make sense?
Yeah.
And then
I was never for the conceptual physics. I did all the math-based physics. So when you were like talking about like who knows calculus, and I'm like, I even went up into trig. Like I understand the math, but when you're talking about like the conceptual things, and I'm like, hold on, give me a second. Like
and
I'm trying to calculate it. Like
the
I'm
only
trying to add
so
numbers.
as a physics person, think of this. Physics is normally with math, which is great.
Yeah.
Metaphysics is physics without the math. So whenever
I didn't get to
no, because metaphysics isn't real physics. It's like the idea of like, all right, quantum theory, taking all the math out, that's metaphysics for people. Saying, hey, you feel this certain way, I influenced your feelings somehow, stuff like that, either with my sounds or with what I was doing. That's the metaphysics portion of it.
Yeah.
And the idea of
Well,
that's
I do understand some of that, like how the different wavelengths can affect our like emotions when we're hearing it.
Yeah.
Like that I understand.
I'm not a big disagreeer against hardstyle. There's certain hardstyle songs I just don't like because of it being too throbbing.
It's not
even play hardstyle.
It's not even like so. When people say, I don't know.
There's a difference between
hardstyle and actual hard. Like me, I do more happy hardcore, UK hardcore.
I can UK hardcore always, all day. Happy hardcore, I don't fuck with. That's just me personally. Well, if I don't fuck with it, doesn't mean I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
I don't even know what that is.
All right, it's all good.
So it's like different, and it's hard, and sometimes it's hard for me to tell the difference. Sometimes, but like I think like if anyone's heard of Searle, like Pretty Rave Girl,
what about that Girl Talk?
Yeah, like something like that. It's like really cheesy. That's like happy, and then
no problem. I appreciate you coming through. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and then UK hardcore is like I think I want to say it's more on the minor
hold
scale.
Up. This is my intro right here. Because I made my own little thing, but other artists was using my name too.
Yeah, I gotta work on that before the end of the year. So I'm gonna be doing vlogging next year, and I'm trying to make a theme song for my show.
Nah, dude, I made this for I go by Chemist as a dancer.
Wait, Chemist with a Q?
Nah, well, I sometimes use it. It all depends on how I feel. If I use a Q, it's just because like artistically, I'll use K as king, Q for queen, C for just general chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing like it's a character.
Yeah, I wasn't sure like if we have met before or something like that. So
we may have.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been going to conventions for like 14 years now, so we may have met.
Yeah, so because
Hey sir, I appreciate you coming through. My bad that we didn't get to use a guitar or anything. I like cutting samples live too.
Dude, it's chill. I've been listening to this, enjoying this.
Yeah.
Kind of burned time before I get a text from my friend.
Nah, I got you. Nah, I appreciate you just sitting and everything. Sorry, I just gotta get my thanks for people coming through and stuff like that. Because I appreciate people just like deciding to be like, yo, I want to check this out. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like I said, I correlate this with physics, stuff like that, and I tell people off the rip that that's what I correlated with.
yeah, I found that this is really interesting. Like correlation. I never would have thought of that. Like, a lot of my stuff is very. DJ, how I got into it was like so long ago, but like recently when I attended Berklee College of Music,
California or East Coast?
On, Boston, online. I did online, but they're based out of Boston. And it's weird. A lot of people ask me like Berklee, like wait, like California. I'm like, no, it's KLEE, like from
KLEY is California.
Yeah, and then I think that's a different Berklee.
No, it is. It's like some people call it the off-brand Berklee, but me as a dancer, like there's crews like Cabo Modern. They came out of that UC Berkeley, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize like Eric Andre, he graduated.
Appreciate it.
Eric Andre, he graduated.
Hey, if y'all look this up on Instagram, it's literally #, anime DJs, same as it's spelled, #, anime DJ, anime_DJs. Yeah.
Yeah, because I went over there to get my master's certificate in music production because I wanted to make music. But like I just didn't know like where to begin.
It's a fun one, man.
How was that? And then pretty much like
DJ.
Say again?
anime_DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
It's on the schedule.
Exactly. If it's on there with the like #, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I want to learn how to compose and stuff, and then once I finally got it down, it's like, oh, okay, this is great. So mostly I've been doing composition. The only thing I have a problem with is sound design. Like I can't.
My homie is working with me on that. I use FL and Logic. I'm nowhere near as trained as you are, so you know. And I will admit that because for me it's like if I can dance to it, that's what I'm doing.
That's where I'm at. No, like my background is as a dancer.
Yeah.
Like the whole reason he like even entertained the thought of like going out with me is because he saw the way I dance.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, like I've been told like because I think like I really started getting into production like around 2014 and 2013, and it was hard.
Just that, like even in DJing, it's like you have to understand how to take people on a journey and not just leave them sitting in the same place.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, we've gone to like techno shows where it's techno the whole night.
Oh, I went to my first ever, like, I'm sorry, I'm so bugged out on this. I went to my first ever straight techno show in Dallas, and I was like, all right. Literally felt like Neo in the Matrix.
I actually fell asleep a couple of times at these shows. Not that it's
relaxing.
Yeah, it's super
but,
relaxing.
Like, you know, you don't get those highs and those lows, which, you know, as a human being, like we're meant to experience a range of emotions, not just you know, like some people think that happiness, you know, is what we should strive for, but it's like, but really, you don't know true happiness unless you also know
Sadness.
sadness. And you go through like the anger
That's where you get the amplitude, like the amplitudes, like.
And so like, you know, when I first started dancing for him DJing, he was playing at an outdoor venue in the middle of winter.
Hey,
it was.
Why you keep bringing that up?
It was like 20-something degrees out.
Here.
No, but it was like 20-something degrees out.
How was that?
And I was in my go-go outfit.
Where was that?
Oh, this was a Bubblicious. It's like an outdoor like boba tea place.
What city?
Oh, San Antonio.
All right.
Yeah.
And
I can see why it's 20 degrees now. All right, I'm from Houston. We don't get 20 degrees down there.
So apparently, yeah. So at the time I was playing house. Like I was in a house.
But you know how skimpy as go-go's dress more often than not, right? And so
I have a bunch of friends who are go-go's like that.
He was playing trance, and I'm like, I am shivering. I can't dance right now because I don't have the blood pumping. Like I don't have that encapsulated in my body. And I told him, I'm like, you need to bring those BPMs up.
That's how I ended up. Well, technically, it's not the BPM.
I was like,
it's
you
the
can bring it back
the
to
mood.
trance. You can get it back to sexy, but you need to give us
So trance.
Yeah, well, you can have a, let's say, I just made a mix like that. I had a 70 BPM mix, a 70 straight across. All BPMs are 70. But you can hear where some songs are more exciting than other songs. because of what's being played, when instruments are being used, how the drums are being played.
Yeah, and at the time I was a big trance fan, but when I started DJing for bigger crowds and all that, and like actually back then I felt like it was, I don't want to say DJing was easy, but back then I felt like I could get away with a lot more.
Yeah.
Now like
he listens to his old stuff and it's like,
no, it's not even that. It's more. I mean, there's that.
no, it's true.
But it's more like.
This is literally from the beginning of this month, and this mix that's playing, that's literally from the beginning of this month to end of, literally, November 30th or 31st, going into December 1st.
Well, it's like this. Like I was playing. Like back then, I felt like I could get away with more, but like I got booked for a Haven-Con one year. And
where's that at? Is that
it's Austin. It used to be in Austin, but I think the con died. It was a good con. It was an LGBT convention. We went a couple of times, and so many nice people were there.
Is Anime CCX the 18 plus convention down here?
No, it's Ikkicon.
Alright, I want to go there. Like,
yeah, so they don't do. Yeah, we're gonna end up missing it because I'm throwing a rave at San Antonio the same weekend, which I did not know until I realized that it was the.
I'm gonna be that lame dude that asks for artist slot scale.
Or for what? They don't. Oh, for the. Oh, my show.
Yeah.
My shows. Yeah. I am.
Not for myself, for my homie Happy Electro. That's why I'm asking.
For San Antonio they are, but I'm throwing I'm gonna throw another show hopefully either April or May, and I mean he can hit me up and I can bring him in. And I'm trying to bring.
Well, and the thing is we're all in Element, so like if I'm asking you, I'll just let him know straight up. And be like, yo, he already knows who you are. He's making all these like I'm gonna say house, but they're house. Not tech house, not.
So we are. So most of the shows that the shows that throw for Hard Dance Texas are mainly hard dance like rave, but I'm also starting a label next week called Akubiverse, which is it's a hard dance label, but we also do trance, and I can get away with doing events under my label for like EDM, and so I have a couple of.
You know who Patrick Locke is?
Patrick
Locke.
I don't think so.
He's the guy that's over a festival called Euphoria. He was supposed. When I was saying he was supposed to be here, he said he was gonna be at Ikkicon. I haven't seen him yet. But he was at another con. He was over a festival called Euphoria, which is based out of Austin.
I remember Euphoria.
Yeah, I got to go there once for free because like I met him at first Euphoria or second Euphoria.
Yeah, like, a friend of mine used to play for Euphoria. I mean, I think he did once. Gilbert Carrizales. This is back in 2012. And then
I knew of the baby going on then, but I don't think I knew of it then. I knew of it for 13 and 14.
Yeah, I never got to go because I was always like April was like the busiest month for me. And then apparently like they stopped doing Euphoria and they try to do Finding Euphoria and that. Yeah, and then South by Southwest and Fiesta and.
Like he did a Euphoria event last year at South by Southwest. Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it's hard. Like it's hard to throw events down here. Like even